Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, or what's left of him. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 season is on the air. The All-Star break is over. It is time to get back to some meaningful baseball. Today's date is July 15th. We are at Safeco Field for a game between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Both teams come into this game with a record of 47-12. At the moment, both teams trail the Texas Rangers by 2 games. The Rangers are 49-41. Both Seattle and Texas tied for second. Remember, only the top 3 can get into the top 2 in each division can get into the playoffs. So this is now the game, our first game after the All-Star break. And so now the playoff push pretty much, and now we're in the third schedule block. So now we'll only feature teams where both teams are in the playoff hunt. And we already had a good game between the Nationals and the Mets before the All-Star break. Now we get a matchup between the Astros and the Mariners. Vita Productions, Brian B. and Frank Rosenk join us here at Safeco Field. I do apologize for how my voice sounds. I think we have COVID again. I did not go to work yesterday on Friday. And today I'm feeling a little better. The home test I've been using says I have it. I will be taking my second home test tomorrow. And if that comes up positive as well, I'll be heading to a clinic Monday morning. So, but yeah, not feeling the best lately, but I do feel well enough to go ahead and feel well enough to stream anyway, because I want to do something. I can't just sit here at home and just let this sickness just prevent me from doing what I like to do. So COVID, if this is COVID, you're not winning this one either. Although I will admit, guys, this infection feels worse than last year's, but we'll see what happens. And Brian Patterson and Clee baseball fan join us here at Safeco Field. The Astros historically won this game 7-3. The Astros had 11 hits and no errors. The Mariners had 8 hits and no errors. So both these teams right now fighting to stay alive in the top, to get in the top 2 teams in each division in the American League West, as both the Astros and the Mariners are chasing the Rangers. So Monday you have to get a doctor's note for work. Well, yeah, pretty much, but not just that. It's a little bit more than that there, Cammy Poo, but good to see you there. So we shall see what happens tonight, because I still want to play. So let's play, shall we? Starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners tonight is James Paxton. 6 wins, 7 losses, no saves, a 3.79 ERA. Had 117 strikeouts and 21 walks in 16. Safeco Field, definitely a hitter's park. 250 batting average, but 234 home runs hit here. So pretty much any long ball that's hit in Safeco Field will probably find the seats. So this was definitely one of the bigger hitters parks in 2016 for that season. So we are all set and ready to go as the Astros take on the Mariners in a big American League West battle. So let's get right to it, shall we? Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Astros will be right fielder George Springer. 261 average, 29 homers, 82 RBIs. We're going to use green, white, and blue dice. I think this is the first time I've ever used this combination. The Mariners are the home team. We are set and ready to go. And yes, the Mets with a field goal while the Braves scored 3 touchdowns. I don't even want to talk about it. The Mets season is over. Let's play some games that are meaningful. This one right here. Let's go back to inside pitch. Paxton, 6'4", and there you go. Home run chance. Righty, 1-18. The 18 is good. Against the lefty, though, Springer needs an 18, and he will get a 3, and that's how you start the second half of the baseball season. Kaboom! That ball is high, that ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, George Springer. And just like that, the Astros get on the scoreboard with a solo bomb by Springer, already 1-0, as Paxton delivers him a meatball and Springer turns that into lasagna. As Sports Time Machine joins us here, Utah Mike at Safeco Field. So Springer will go ahead and get the first bomb of the game, and I have a feeling we're going to see some more. Next batter will be the first baseman, Marwin Gonzalez. 254 average, 13 homers, 51 RBIs. Paxton with the pitch. Paxton, 5-4, strikeout 11, and he will get him. Safeco Field does add 1 to strikeouts, but that will get Gonzalez, and that'll be the first strikeout for Paxton. 1 down, and now we'll see the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He is still walking a Hall of Fame path, but unfortunately, he's got a lot of damage control to do due to 2017. But Altuve was one of the best players in 2016, of course. 338 average, 24 homers, 96 RBIs that year. Paxton, 1-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Paxton again, 5-5, that's at the park. Safeco Field, 2-5. That's going to be a base hit into center field, and Altuve will get himself a single. He will hold at first. And now we'll see the shortstop, Carlos Correa, a 274 average, 20 homers, 96 RBIs. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy roll. Altuve had 30 stolen bases, but he will not get a steal sign there, and no hit and run. So Paxton will pitch. Paxton, 1-1, strikeout. The 18 is high. Correa, 1-6, and against the lefty, that'll be a fly out to left field. It'll be Seth Smith getting to that one for out number 2. Next up for the Astros will be center fielder Carlos Gomez, 231 average, 13 homers, 53 RBIs. 2 men away. Strategy roll. And that is a 4. This time Altuve does not get the steal sign, and he will stay put. Yep, he actually didn't get the steal sign the last time. Paxton, 2-2, range play. Gomez, 4-6. That's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Robinson Cano. He wasn't too bad in 2016. His range is a 4, but that is a 5. It'll get past him for a base hit. With 2 outs, Altuve will easily make third. With a good speed that he has, it's runners at the corners here. Single by Gomez. And next up is the third baseman, Luis Valbuena, 260 average, 13 homers, 40 RBIs. Thomas Bartlett, Doug Hunt, and Michael Silva join us here at Safeco Field. Still feeling under the weather, guys. I do apologize if my voice doesn't sound 100%. That's why I'm trying to keep it a little low-key tonight. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 5. Paxton will pitch. Paxton, 6-2, that's at the park. Safeco Field, 1-2. That'll be a ground ball to third. It'll be Kyle Seager getting to that. And he's going to throw to first to get Valbuena. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 3 hits. A solo bomb by George Springer. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Even though the home test said this was COVID, but like I said, I sometimes wonder if the home tests are, as we all say, rigged to show COVID. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out later when I actually go to the clinic. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros is Doug Fister. We've seen him before. 12 wins, 13 losses, a 4.64 ERA, 115 strikeouts, and 61 walks in 2016. Bottom of the first inning, leading off for the M's will be the shortstop, Ketel Marte, 259 average, a homer, and 33 RBIs. Fister with the pitch. Fister 1-1, strikeout, and that's either a 1 or that's a 7 actually, and he is out of there. Struck him out. First strikeout for Fister. 1 out. And the next batter will be Seth Smith. Smith is in left field for this game, a 249 average, 16 homers, and 63 RBIs. Fister will go ahead and pitch. Fister, 4-4, strikeout, 14 is high. Smith, 2-5. That's a ground out to second base. Altuve tosses it over to down. And now second baseman, Robinson Cano, 298 average, 39 homers, 103 RBIs. You know, Robinson Cano would have a very good argument for getting into the Hall of Fame, but because of all the crap that his career has added, he'll have to stay in the Hall of the Very Good. I don't see him ever getting in the Hall due to that. But I put Robinson Cano of the Hall of Very Good, absolutely, absolutely. But he will not get in the Hall of Fame due to the garbage. And let's see here. Fister with the pitch. Fister, 4-2, strikeout 6, and he will get Cano. And that is a nice job by Fister. 1-2-3 go the M's. 1-0 Stros after 1. Pretty sure we'll see Steeler fan very soon, as I know he would not miss an Astros game unless he's working. Yep, nothing like rolling some dice. You gotta roll dice. I'm not gonna. I mean, I've had many good people. I've had many good people like you, Brian Patterson. A lot of people getting with me saying, if you don't feel well, don't do it. I'm saying I'm not gonna let this stupid sickness keep me from doing what I like to do. We go to the top of the second. And leading off will be the Houston designated hitter, Evan Gattis, 251 average, 32 homers, 72 RBIs in 16. Paxton with the pitch, 3-4 against the righty, blank. Gattis, 3-5, and that is a fly out to left, and it will be Smith getting to that one for the first out. And now we'll see Jake Marisnick. He is in left field for this game. 209 average, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Paxton with the pitch. Paxton, 1-1, strikeout. The 16 is high. Marisnick, 4-2, and that's a base hit. He'll slap that past third. And he will get to first on a single. Jake Marisnick, I thought used to be on the Marlins early in his career. I always thought he was going to be really something special, but he kind of panned out a little bit. Next batter for the Stros will be the catcher, Jason Castro. 210 average, 11 homers, 32 RBIs in 16. Infield is at double play. Marisnick did have 10 stolen bases, and that 6 means he goes nowhere, and there is nothing. And Castro, they actually have the hit and run on, but I think Castro will swing. Paxton, 4-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Castro, 2-6 against the lefty. That is a ground ball to first. So let's see if they turn it. 3-3-3. Shortstop, pivot Marte, 0-1-3 double play, and they will get it to retire the side. So it is a 3-6-3 double play. No runs and a hit as Castro grounds out into a 3-6-3. And we will go to the bottom of inning number 2. Marisnick, a former Tiger recently. That is true. Bottom of the second. Leading off for the M's will be the right fielder, Nelson Cruz. 287 average, 43 bombs, 105 RBIs. One of the better hitters in 2016 and for that year. Fister, 3-4 against the righty, blank. Cruz, 3-4, and that's a pop out to second base. That'll be Altuve, and he'll get to that for out number 1. Third baseman Kyle Seager is up next. The 278 average, 30 homers, and 99 RBIs. I'm pretty sure none of us. Hold on one second. I'll do that. I don't know why I would do that. Okay, had to get my towel. Okay. Seager also had a very good year. This Mariners team in 2016 didn't stink. Fister, 1-5, hit by pitch, 10. Yep, he hit him. Plunk, ouch. Seager's a 9, but +1 will make him a 10, and he'll hit Seager, and he will trot the first on a hit batter. First hit batter of the game. Yes, we are back to using the 3-hit batter rule. Next up for the Mariners will be their first baseman, HOU Lee. 253 average, 14 homers, 49 RBIs. Strategy roll with double play depth. Nelson Cruz, you ever see Hall of Fame worthy? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about him yet. Nothing on the strat. Fister will pitch. Fister, 5-1, possible error. Lee, 4-2. That's a fly ball hit to right field. That's going to Springer. His error rating is a 6. His error rating is a 1. That's a 6. He'll make the catch, 2 down. He will not drop the ball, and he will make the play. Seager stays at first, 2 down. And now next up will be the Seattle designated hitter, Adam Lind, 239 average, 20 homers, 58 RBIs. Seager on at first, and he will stay at first. Fister, 3-1, range play. Lind, 1-2, pop fly ball, second base. That's it to Altuve. His range is a 3. He's going backwards into the outfield, and that is a 6. He won't get it. That will be a base hit. Seager will wind up on third automatically with 2 outs. Lind will hold it first, and Lind keeps it alive. So that'll be a base hit, and Seager will go to third base on the possible with 2 outs automatically on a failed range play. So now runners at the corners with 2 outs, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chris Iannetta, 210 average, 7 homers, 25 RBIs. And let's see here, 2 men down, strategy roll. And that is a 20. Fister does have pickoff rating. He throws to first to get Lind, and Lind will get back. Now Fister will pitch. Fister, 6-3. Wild pitch. Yep, that's a wild one. That'll go to the backstop. Seager will score. We're tied at 1. So a wild pitch by Doug Fister will bring in a run that way. And we're tied at 1 now. And now Lind on at second, redoing the strategy. And nothing on the 9. Fister will pitch. Fister, 2-5. Walk plus. That 7 will walk Iannetta easily. And Fister now having problems getting out of the inning. First walk issued by Fister. And now the batter is the center fielder, Leonis Martin, 247 average, 15 homers, 47 RBIs in 16. So now Lind on at second, Iannetta on at first. Strategy roll, nothing on the 15. Fister, 1-4, strikeout 8. That'll get Martin, and that will end the inning. Strikeout number 2 for Fister, but damage is done. 1 run on 1 hit. A walk, a hit batter, and a wild pitch. And we are tied at 1 after 2 here at Safeco Field. Gorgeous stadium, by the way. I look at Safeco Field, and I kind of think Safeco Field was built by the same type of architect that did Minute. If you look at Safeco Field, you see Minute Maid Park, the new FedEx Field for the Rangers. You kind of see those 2 stadiums looking very much alike. The way they're set up with the roof, because the roof slides from right to left. Both stadiums have it that way. So you kind of think that was made by the same architect that did those 2 stadiums. I would not be surprised if it was. I'm not sure, but they do look very much alike. Safeco Field, Minute Maid Park, and the new FedEx Field for the Rangers. We go to the top of the 3rd. And leading off for the Astros will be George Springer. He hit a home run his first time up. Tied at 1 here. Paxton, 3-6. Range play at the park. Safeco Field, 5-5. Ground ball to first. It's a range play for HOU. His range is a 2. That's a 3. He won't get it. And that's going to be a base hit for Springer. He'll slap that into the outfield. And Springer has now a homer and a single. And next up is Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 1. Infield double play. Springer had 9 stolen bases, and he's not. And Gonzalez gets the bunt sign, but he's going to swing here. And he's got a very good bunt rating, but they're going to let him swing here. It's early. Paxton with the pitch. Paxton, 5-6. Strikeout 5, and he'll get Gonzalez. Maybe he should have bunted. And that is strikeout number 2 for Paxton. One down for Altuve. He got a base hit his first time up. Strategy, nothing on the 7. Springer stays put. Paxton will go ahead and pitch. Paxton, 5-2. That's a base hit right past the pitcher, and that will be a single. Springer, he will hold at second base. Base runner 3 needs to be a 4 at least to get to third, so he will stay put. And Altuve has his second base knock of the game. And a chance now for Correa, who a lot of Met fans think that we did dodge a bullet with him. He's 0 for 1. Next year for the Mets is going to be a very interesting season. I don't know what, depending on what I hear we may be getting some very good general manager because I think Epler is on his way out the door. And he should be. He stinks. Strategy roll, nothing on the 12. Paxton will pitch. Paxton, 6-5 against the righty, walk, and that 4 is easily ball 4. And there are bases full of Astros. And that is the first walk issued by Paxton. It'll bring up Gomez. Gomez is 1 for 1. Infield is going to play in here with 1 out. Tied at 1, top of the 3rd here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Nobody moving. Paxton in some jam here with these Astros all over the board. And here comes the pitch. Paxton, 1-3 against the righty. Strikeout, but that 18 is going to be high. Gomez, 2-3. That ball has hit the center field. That is a 16, but against the lefty, that's going to be too high, and that's going to be a fly out to center. Leonis Martin is going to make the catch. That is out number 2. Gomez has sacrificed fly rating of 0, so Springer has to do it on his own. Base running 3. Martin has a -2 arm, so the only way Springer can score is on a 1, and that is a 4 he holds. So not a deep fly ball to center at all, and they can't bring in a run, and that's 2 outs. And now it's up to Valbuena. Can Paxton get out of this jam? 2 men down here, tied at 1, top of the 3rd. The beginning of the 3rd schedule block. Every team gets to again be seen at least once. A lot will be seen twice. However, my schedule block is pre-scheduled. But when I get to a certain game, I'll check the records, and I may make changes on the fly. Paxton with the strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 17 because I only want to show teams that are in the playoff hunt. Paxton, 4-2. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Valbuena, 6-6, and he's going to get out of this inning. It's going to be a fly ball to left field, and Seth Smith's going to get to it. And he'll put it away and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. And the Astros come up with a big goose egg, and we'll go to the bottom of inning 3. But yes, at this time of the season, I only like to show teams that are in the playoff hunt. And of course, when we get to the pennant race in September, that's when I do games, all on the fly. So games for the rest of July and August are pre-scheduled. So I can get all the playoff hunt teams in there. But of course, in September, I always choose games on a game or 2 ahead on the fly because we only want to show the best games on the board in the current standings. Bottom of the 3rd, and Ketel Marte will lead off. He's 0 for 1. Fisker, 3-3, error on a throw. Marte, 6-3. That's a ground ball to second base. It's hit to Altuve. His error rating is a 3. That's a 9. He won't make an error. He'll throw to first, out number 1. Unlike the All-Star game where the National League had 5 errors. Ugh. That was ugly. 5 errors in the All-Star game. Smith is up next. He's 0 for 1. And they call themselves All-Stars, as Dr. Nick said. And he's right. Fister, 1-5, hit by pitch. The 10, yep, he hit him. Plunk, ouch. And he hit Smith. So Smith gets hit by a pitch. And that is the second hit batter. So now any more hit batters, pitchers will be ejected. Now the batter is Cano. Cano is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play. Smith, I don't think, is doing anything, and he is not. Fister with the pitch. Fister, 5-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Cano, 6-6. And that's a fly out to right. It will be Springer getting to that. And he'll make the catch for the second out. Next up is Cruz. Sports Time Machine, you think that Cruz needs some Adrian Beltre consideration? Well, hold on a second. Let me take a look at his overall numbers in Baseball Reference. Let's see. Nelson Cruz. Let's see. 274 batting average, 464 home runs, 2,000 hits, 7-time All-Star, 4 Silver Sluggers. Nah, I can't compare him to Beltre because Beltre has 3,000 hits, not 2,000. I will definitely put Nelson Cruz in. I'll put him in the Hall of the Very Good. I will definitely do that. But Hall of Fame, no. I don't think so. I definitely put him in the Hall of the Very Good. But you can't compare him to Adrian Beltre because Beltre has 3,000 hits. Beltre is a first ballot Hall of Famer, as he should be. Cruz 0 for 1. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8. Fister with the pitch. Fister 2-4. Range play. Cruz 3-1. That's hit to center field. That is an 18 against the righty. That's too high. So it'll be a fly ball to center field. It's a range play for Gomez. Carlos Gomez's range is a 2, and that is a 3. He will not get it, and that will be a single. Smith's base running rating is a 2. Single to center, -1. Smith will get to third only on a 1, and he will hold at second base. As center fielder Gomez has a 0 arm, and that will not be good enough for him to go any further. So Smith will hold at second, but it is a base hit for Cruz. Runners at first and second now for Seager, and Seager got hit by a pitch his first time up. And let's see what we got here. Let's see. So 2 outs still. Strategy roll, nothing on the 12. Fister, 5-3 against the lefty. Home run result against the righty. Seager needs a 12. That's a 1. He completely obliterated that ball. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high. That ball, yep, is pretty deep. And by the way, that ball is pretty gone. 3-run bomb, Kyle Seager. Stadium cheers. Yay! Doug Fister goes ahead and unloads a meatball. Seager turns that into lasagna. It's 4-1 Mariners, as they now take the lead over the Astros. I put him in before Baines. Yeah, there are a lot of players that should go in before Baines. Here's Lee with 2 outs. Now it's a 4-1 Mariner lead as Kyle Seager hits a bomb. And now Fister will pitch to Lee. Now 2 outs, 4-1 Mariners. Fister, 3-4 against the righty, blank. Lee, 1-3. Ground ball to second base. Altuve will come up with that. They'll toss it over and end the inning. 3 runs, 2 hits, and a hit by pitch. A 3-run bomb by Kyle Seager. 4-1 Mariners after 3. Fister unloaded the coffee and Seager put the cream and sugar on it. Yep, you can say that for sure. I'll take that. Any you guys got any home run type of hits, type of comments you want to make about any home run I do, please feel free. They're always good, and I kind of like that one. Top of the 4th, Evan Gattis leads off for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Paxton with the deal. Paxton 6-4, and that's a home run chance. Righty 1-18, but the 20 is too high. Gaddis 3-6, and it's a ground out to short, handled by Marte. 1 down. Paxton barely doesn't make a mistake there, and he will not. Here's Marisnick. Marisnick got a base hit his first time up. Paxton 6-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Marisnick 2-4, and against the lefty, that'll be a double. He'll smack that into center field. That'll split the gap, and Marisnick will wind up at second base for his second hit of the game. So Marisnick will hit that double and will bring up now Castro. Castro 0 for 1. Infield staying back. Posted this question over Baseball Demos. Is Joey Bats Hall very good? Was too flippy? Well, flippy is definitely the word there, Chuck Rawlings, but no. I don't even put Joe Bats in the Hall of very good. A 247 average? Steady ball player? Yes. I will say he was steady. A 247, a 240, 250 type of average, I'll say he was steady. Very good? No. I know he hit 300 home runs, but no, I don't like the average. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 15. Paxton, 6-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Castro, 4-5, and that's a ground out to third. Seager will get that. Throw goes to first for out number 2. Marisnick will hold at second base. 2 outs now for Springer. Springer already 2 for 2, a home run and a single. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Marisnick stays at second base. Paxton will go ahead and deal it. Paxton, 6-5 against a righty, walk. Yep, that's ball 4, and Springer will get on base for the third straight time. So now he's done it by home run, single, and now walk. And that is the second walk issued by Paxton, and that gives Gonzalez a chance. He does a little bit of home run power, but Gonzalez has struck out twice. Anything on the strat? The 19 says no. Paxton, he'll go ahead and pitch. Paxton, 3-3. Hit by pitch. 10. No, he will miss it. 7 minus 8. Gonzalez will swing though. Gonzalez, 3-2, and that's a power hit to left field. That is a 9, and against the lefty, that will be a double. Marisnick will come in to score. That's a hit to left field, and with 2 outs, Springer is a 4, mine with a 0 out there. So a 1-4, Springer will score, and he will. So that's going to be a 2 RBI double for Marwin Gonzalez, and it's now 4-3. So Gonzalez goes ahead and gets 2 back from the M's. On a 2 RBI double. And now the tying run at second base. Here's Altuve. Altuve is 2 for 2. He has 2 singles. 2 outs, but now a 4-3 lead for the M's. Strategy. Nothing on the 17. Paxton will pitch. Paxton, 1-4. Wild pitch, 15. Yep, that will go to the backstop, and Gonzalez goes to third. So Gonzalez will wind up now at third base. That is ball 1. Reroll the strat. Again, nothing happening. Paxton, 3-6. Range play at the park. Safeco, 4-6. That's a single plus to center field. It's a range play for Leonis Martin. His range is a 3, and that is a 3. He'll take a run off the board, and he'll make a great play to get Altuve. That's a fly out to center, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk and a wild pitch. And it will remain 4-3 as a great play by Leonis Martin out there in center. Prevents the Astros from tying it up, at least in that inning. Bottom of the 4th, and yes, Brian Patterson, you're probably right. Here's Adam Lean. Lean got a base hit his first time up. Fister with the pitch. 1-1, strikeout, 3, got him. And there will be the strikeout there. That is strikeout number 3 for Fister, 1 down. Iannetta, and he walked his first time up. Fister, a 3-1 range play. Iannetta, 3-6. That's a pop fly ball to second base. Altuve after it again. Behind him, his range is a 3. That's a 6. It'll drop in way away from him. He had no chance on that, and that'll be a single. As that'll be a blooper into shallow right, and that will be a single for Iannetta. Next batter is Martin. Martin goes ahead and gets a nice ovation from the Safeco field crowd. Making a great play out there in center. Infield a double play. Iannetta had no stolen bases, and he's not getting any today. Pfister, 2-2, strikeout 6. He'll get Martin. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Pfister, now 2 down. Top of the order for Marte. Marte 0 for 2. Strategy, nothing on the 18th. Pfister will go ahead and pitch. Pfister, 6-2, against the switch left. That is a blank. Marte, 3-1. And that's a base hit past center. That will be a past second, and that will be a single. Iannetta, even with 2 outs, does not have good speed. He will hold at second base. So Marte will go ahead and get his first hit of the game. And the batter is Smith. Smith got hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Pfister trying to get out of this little jam. Mariners lead 4-3, bottom of the 4th. Pfister, 4-2, strikeout 8. He'll get out of the jam. Struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Pfister to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits for the M's. And after 4, it is a 4-3 lead in favor of the M's. Time for a quick station break before we go to top of the 5th. I do need a drink. I will be right back. We go to the top of the 5th. Mariners lead 4-3. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to let COVID do anything with me. I'm 54 years old. I'm supposed to live to 100, which means that I have 46. There's 46 years left of inside pitch baseball I have to do. So that means, let's see, 46, and I do 2 seasons a year. So that's at least another 92 seasons of inside pitch, you guys, and FastScore that you guys get to deal with. So I hope all of you will live at least to there. I know some of you are older than me, but I'm telling you, you're going to have to live about as long as, until I get to 100 years old. Then you can go, after I die, then you guys can go ahead and pass away, whatever you got to do at that time. Okay, so remember, all you guys there to listening to me in this chat and whoever watches on replay, you guys are at least living another 46 years. I don't care if you're 90. You're still living an extra 46 years because there's like 93, there's over 92 seasons of inside pitch you got to do yet. Can I actually live that long and do all of those seasons? Who knows? Top of the 5th, 4-3 Mariners. Be interesting to try. And if life doesn't get in the way. Carlos Correa leads off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Paxton pitching pretty well. They're getting close to fatigue. Paxton, 2-1, strikeout 3. He'll get Correa. Struck him out, and that is strikeout number 3 for Paxton, 1 down. It's amazing watching baseball demos. His 1975 game of the week between San Francisco and the Phillies, and you see Steve Carlton, and John Montefusco they can pitch to all these batters, but yet today pitchers are lucky if they go 5 innings. Here's Carlos Gomez, 1 for 2. Paxton, 5-6, strikeout 11. He'll get him. And that is strikeout number 4 for Paxton, 2 down. Next up is Valbuena. He's 0 for 2. Paxton, they'll go ahead and pitch. Paxton, 5-6. Strikeout, 16. That will miss. Valbuena, 4-1. That's a fly ball, hit the right field. Nelson Cruz will come under that one easily and squeeze it for the out. Nice job. First time Paxton's retired the Astros in order. 1, 2, 3. Go to the bottom of inning 5. Your mind is still telling me you're immortal. Your body, not so much. Yeah. I know. I understand. Robinson Cano leads off for the M's. He's 0 for 2. Would be going into the Hall of Fame if it wasn't for the crap. Pfister, 5-4. Walk plus, 17. Barely, but yet that'll walk him. Cano is a 7, but walk plus makes him a 17, and he'll walk Cano. Cano not used to walking, and he'll trot to first. And that is the second walk issued by Pfister. It'll bring up Cruz. Cruz 1 for 2 with a single. And let's see, infield double play. Cano had no stolen bases, so I doubt anything's going to happen, and it won't. Cruz, Pfister, 1-2. Pitcher result, 1-13's an out. That 5 is against the righty, and that will be an out, and it will be a ground ball to third base. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot Altuve, -1. So a 1 or a 2, it's a double play. Nope. Cano will be thrown out at second easily, and Cruz will make it to first, and that's the fielder's choice. Next batter is Seager. Pitcher staring down the umpire. Yeah, I think so. Seager got a 3-run bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 1, a home run, and got hit by a pitch. He has scored twice. Cruz with 2 stolen bases. That 5 means he stays right where he is. Pfister, 6-1, error on a grounder. Seager, 3-1. Nope, that's a fly out to left field. It'll be Marisnik getting to that for out number 2. And the next batter is Lee. Lee is 0 for 2. Now 2 outs here on the bottom of inning 5. Let's just roll strategy first. Strategy. And that is a 1, but you don't hit and run with 2 outs. Pfister, 1-3. And that is a blank. He is still not tired, although Lee is his fatigue batter, but he is not tired. Lee, 2-5, and that's a line drive right to second. Altuve puts up his glove. Pow! And it goes right into it. Hard hit, but right at Altuve, and the inning is over. Nothing across except the walk. And it stays 4-3 after 5. Top of the 6th. Mariners, 4-3. Astros historically won this game 7-3, so the Mariners are trying to turn things around. Evan Gattis leads off, and he is 0 for 2. Paxton will be tired after the next 2 batters. He has 2 batters left. He'll pitch to Gattis. So top of the 6th, 4-3 Mariners. Paxton, 3-5, strikeout, 14. That will miss. Gattis, a 3-2, and that's a fly ball to right field, caught by Cruz. Next up is Marisnik. And Marisnik having a good night, 2 for 2, a single and a double. Paxton, 1-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Paxton, 1-4, wild pitch, ball 2. 1-6 against the righty. That's a walk, but that 12 will be too hot. That 12 will be too high. Marisnik, 3-3, and that's a fly ball hit the right field. And once again, Cruz will get to it. He will make the catch for out number 2. Batter now is Castro. Paxton is tired. They say, "Can you finish the inning?" And he says, "I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, coach." Paxton will go ahead and pitch. Paxton, 3-6, range play at the park. Safeco, 1-2. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Seager. Seager pretty good. His range is a 4. That is a 1. He makes that with no problem, picks it up, throws to first, and that will retire the side. Nice job by Paxton. And 1, 2, 3 go the Stros. It is still 4-3 in favor of the Mariners. Who's banging trash can lids? I don't think anybody's banging. We're in Safeco Field. I don't think they're doing that here. Kind of doubt it, but you could be right. David Vega joins us here at Safeco Field. Bill Swift. There you go. Bill Swift will always follow the Astros wherever he goes. Adam leads off for the Mariners. Mariners have left, right, left coming up. That's going to be it for Fister. He is tired. They will yank him out. And I think they'll go with a lefty here. The Astros only have one lefty in the bullpen for this game. So we're going to start with him. Here, coming on to pitch for the Stros will be Tony Sipp. 1 win, 2 losses, a save, a 4.95 ERA. Sipp will pitch to the second Astro pitcher. Tony Sippity Doodah. Could say it that way. Song of the South. Great movie. Too bad they banned it. Awesome film. Sipp with the pitch. 1-3 strikeout. The 17 will be high. Leaned. 5-5. That's a leadoff double into center field. He goes ahead and got all of that. And he bangs that off the wall out there in center. And so the Mariners will start with a man on second. Good job by Lean to get a good clean hit. And now the batter is Iannetta. Yes, Bill Swift is in the RJL Network Hall of Immortality. Just like pretty much we have 3 players that are in right now the RJL Network Hall of Immortality. We have Games of the Year, but we do have 3 players. Michael Jack Schmidt for his cycle, Daniel Murphy for his cycle, and of course Bill Swift for his no-hitter. So leaned on at second. Sipp will pitch to Iannetta. And Iannetta is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Strategy rolls are still active, nothing on the 8. Sipp, 4-6. Walk plus, that 7 will walk him. And now runners at first and second. And a chance now for Martin. Martin is 0 for 2. Infield now with double play depth. So right now, Sipp not getting it done. But he's going to pitch. This will be the 3rd batter he faces. I kind of do use the 3-batter rule. And yes, Greg Luzinski also gets the end. Yes, he does. Wheels Luzinski is in there too for literally taking a chance away from my Mets in 1976. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Sipp, 6-2. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-4. The 9 is too high. Martin, 1-6, and that's a ground out to second base. 2-3-4. Shortstop pivot Correa -1, a 1-3. It's a double play, and they will get it. 2 outs. 4-6-3 double play. Lean does go to third, and maybe Sipp can get out of the inning. And now the batter is Marte. And there are now 2 outs as Woodman 564 joins us here at Safeco Field. Sipp is tired. Marte does not hit lefties as well as righties. They're going to let Sipp try to get him out. But he is tired. They say Marte does not hit lefties very well. So they're going to let Sipp pitch. So 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th, 4-3. A big run there at third for the M's. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 1. Lean will stay put. Sipp. 5-6. Wild pitch. Nope, the 19 is too high. And Sipp didn't actually have any wild pitches that year. A pass ball or 1 or 2. Do it again. 3-6. Strikeout 4. And Tony Sipp will get out of the jam. Gives up a double and a walk. But that is all. As he gets out of it. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Remains 4-3 after 6. A good chance for the Mariners goes by the board as Tony Sipp bends but does not break. I guess this means he sipped his coffee or something like that. We will go to the top of inning number 7. Top of the order for the Astros and George Springer. Springer having a good night, a home run, a single, and a walk. So he's 2 for 2. And that's going to be it for Paxton. He is tired. They say he is done. So the M's will bring in a righty with 2 righties and a lefty coming on. They will save Cishek. Ooh, I really don't know if I want to bring him in, but he is the most. It's that close? No. Coming on to it wouldn't be him either. You know what? It's going to be that guy. Give him a shot. Coming on to pitch for the Mariners will be Tom Wilhelmsen. 2 wins, 4 losses, save, a 6.80 ERA. Wilhelmsen's going to come on to pitch. At least the top of the 7th here. 4-3. He had the most relief appearances that I have right now in the bullpen for the Mariners, so he gets his chance. Wilhelmsen, 2-6, strikeout 13. That just missed. Springer, 3-5. It's a ground ball hit to short. It'll be handled by Marte. And that's the first time he's been retired in this game. 1 out. Next up is Gonzalez, and he is 1 for 3. Got a double his last time up. Wilhelmsen, 1-6. Home run result against the righty. Gonzalez needs an 8. That's a 6, and this game is tied. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep to center field, and that ball is gone. Home run, Marwin Gonzalez. Stadium groans. Tied at 4. And Gonzalez hits a solo bomb that will tie this game up. And now the batter is Altuve. And Altuve is 2 for 3, 2 singles. And now tied at 4 in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Wilhelmsen, 2-4. That is a blank. Altuve, 1-5. That's a ground out to third, taken care of by Seager. They'll toss it over for 2 outs. 2 down, the batter is Correa. And Correa is 0 for 2 with a walk. Wilhelmsen is not tired yet. Question is, do I want to replace him? Can I just get him? Can I just get 1 more out? And I think I'm going to let him pitch. I think I'm going to let him pitch and try to get the last out. Wilhelmsen will pitch to Correa. 2 outs here, top of the 7th, now tied at 4. Wilhelmsen, 5-1 against the righty, walk, and that is ball 4. And now the go-ahead runner's on base, and that will be it for Wilhelmsen as Carlos Gomez is up next. So Wilhelmsen gives up the game-tying home run. And coming on to pitch now for the Mariners will be Joaquin Benoit. 3 wins, a loss, a save, a 2.81 ERA. Benoit will go ahead and come on to be the 3rd Mariner pitcher. It's too bad due to the home run as Paxton will get a no decision as well as Pfister. So Correa on at first. Joaquin Benoit will go ahead and pitch to Gomez. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Benoit, 6-2. Against the righty, that's going to be an out. And it will be a fly out to center field. Coming under it will be Martin. And he will make the catch and retire the side. No 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Marwin Gonzalez. And we have a tie game. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Don't forget, we have the return of 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night, Sunday night. It will be July 18th as we go back to the house that Jeter built, as we got a big game in the American League East as the Baltimore Orioles will take on the New York Yankees. Kevin Gausman will go for the Orioles and Ivan Nova will go for the Yankees. Baltimore leads the American League East. The Yankees are quite a ways back, but they still have a winning record. So the Yankees are still very much alive, but they got to win games. So that'll be tomorrow night's game. Gausman against Nova, the O's and the Yanks at Yankee Stadium on the network tomorrow night. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 4. Seth Smith will lead off for the Mariners. That'll be it for Sip. And now the Astros will go back to the bullpen. All they have right now is righties, so that's going to have to work out in that favor in some way. Who was their main closer? They have a number of main closers. But I don't think I would bring in Giles. But I think we'll go with him. Coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Ken Giles. At one point, one of the more premier closers. 2 wins, 5 losses, 15 saves, a 4.11 ERA. Ken Giles will be the 3rd Astro pitcher. So bottom of the 7th, tied at 4. Good matchup here at Safeco Field to begin the second half of the 2016 season. Giles, 1-6, possible error. Smith, 3-3, line out right to first. That's gloved by Gonzalez. There won't be an error. And that is out number 1. No errors on lineouts unless you're trying to double somebody off. Next batter is Cano. Cano was 0 for 2, got hit by a pitch. Giles with the deal. Giles, 4-5, strikeout 10. That will miss. Cano, 5-3, and that's a ground out to short. Taken care of by Correa. And that is out number 2. 2 away now for Cruz. Cruz is 1 for 3, got a single. Giles, go ahead and pitch. Giles, 1-6, possible error. Cruz, 3-4, pop fly ball, second base. Going after it is Altuve. His error rating is a 3. That's a 7. He won't make an error. And he'll go ahead and make the catch. And he will retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Go the Mariners. Nice job by Ken Giles. And after 7, we're still tied at 4. Top of the 8th. Joaquin Benoit. He is going to stay out there. He's one of the better pitchers the Mariners have in the bullpen. And they only pitched to 1 batter, so he can still pitch to 3 more. So Joaquin Benoit, I think, is going to stay out there. Luis Valbuena will lead off for the Stros. He's 1 for 3. They got a lefty and 2 righties coming up. So they're going to let Benoit stay out there to pitch. Top of the 8th, tied at 4. Benoit, 1-1, strikeout. The 18 is high. Valbuena, 3-2. That's a base hit. Slapped it a single into center field. And the Astros get the leadoff man on. Next batter is Gaddis. Gaddis is 0 for 3. Infield a double play depth. Valbuena had 1 stolen base. And nope. And the now a hit and run is available, though. The hit and run does come up. Question is, do you want to hit and run here? Gaddis, though's got home run power. I don't think you hit and run with a guy, because when you do hit and runs, home runs and walks are reduced by half. So I think with a guy that can hit a bomb easily, I think you'll let Gaddis swing. Benoit with the pitch. Benoit, 6-1. Pitcher result. And that 3 against the righty, that will be an out. And it is a fly ball to left. And Seth Smith will get to it for out number 2. I'm sorry, out number 1. One down. Next batter is Marisnick. Marisnick having a good night. 2 for 3, a single and a double. Benoit will be tired after Marisnick. Strategy roll. Again, nothing happening. So Benoit will go ahead and pitch. Benoit, 2-3, strikeout plus. Easily gets Marisnick on a 1. And that is out number 2. So right now, Benoit doing the job. Now he's tired. And they're going to have Jason Castro come up to bat next. And they're going to let Benoit. They are, Castro hits righties better than lefties. Benoit is tired, but do you go ahead? Do you take him out now? Yeah, that'll be it for Benoit. He will come out of the game. I think the Mariners do have some lefties, and they do. Coming on to pitch for the Mariners is going to be Vidal Nuno. 1 win, 1 loss, no saves, a 3.53 ERA. Nuno will come on to pitch. He's a lefty, and he'll go up against the pitcher Castro. So 2 outs, top of the 8th, tied at 4. Good chance for the Astros to maybe get a run here. Strategy roll still. Nothing on the 19. Nuno, 5-5, strikeout 5. He'll get Castro swinging at nothing but air, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit for the Astros. Will go to the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Seager leads off for the Mariners. Giles can pitch to 1 more batter before he tires. May want to save a closer for the 9th inning. Seager does hit righties best, but unfortunately the Astros, all they have left is righties. We're going to take Giles out of there. Giles is going to come out of the game, and the Astros will go ahead and bring on Will Harris. 1 win, 2 losses, 12 saves, a 2.25 ERA. Harris is actually a better pitcher in this situation. So Will Harris will come on to pitch against Seager. He is the 4th Astro pitcher. So bottom of the 8th inning, a chance for the M's to maybe take a lead here. Let's see what happens. Harris, 2-5. That's at the park. Safeco Field, 6-2. That ball is hit to left field. That is a 5. That's going to be a base hit. So Seager will go ahead and hit a single to left. He'll hold it first. And now the go-ahead runner's on base. And the next batter is Lee. Lee is 0 for 3. So he'll go ahead and bat. Infield at double play depth. Strategy. And that is a 20, but Harris has no pickoff rating. He'll go ahead and deal with Dae-Ho Lee. So here comes the pitch. Harris, 2-5. That's at the park. Safeco Field, 2-3, and that is a home run to the pull side against the righty. Lee needs an 11. That's a 16. It's going to be too high, and that will be a fly out to left field instead, as that's deep at the track, but Marisnick will have room and make the catch, out number 1, as Lee should have gotten it. And it's a nice night here at Safeco Field, so the roof actually is open, so possibly that the wind might have knocked it down 1 out. So now here's Leaned. Leaned is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Strategy, nothing on the 17. Harris will go ahead and pitch. Harris, 6-2, strikeout 12. That will miss. Leaned, 4-3, and that is a ground ball to third. 3-3-4. Second base, Pivot Altuve, -1, a 1-3 double play. They will not get it. The throw goes to second against Seager. Leaned will get to first, and it will be a fielder's choice instead. So now 2 away, a chance for Iannetta. Iannetta is 1 for 1, a single, but he has 2 walks. Leaned on it first now. Strategy, nothing on the 18. Harris will go ahead and pitch to Iannetta. No, you're not bunting with 2 outs. So Harris trying to get out of this here. Tied at 4, bottom of the 8th. Harris, 2-4. That's a blankie, is not tired. Iannetta, 2-6, and it's a pop fly ball in the fair territory to third. And Valbuena's going to get to it and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Mariners. And after 8, we're still tied at 4. But will we see some 9th inning magic? First off, the top of the 9th. Tie ball game, top of the 9th inning. Nuno. Let's see what they want to do here. George Springer leads off for the Astros. He is 2 for 3, a home run, a single. And Nuno will come out of the game. And the Mariners will bring on a righty on the mound. And they are going to go with... Sound the Trumpets. Sound the trumpets, as coming on to pitch for the Mariners will be Edwin Diaz. No wins, 4 losses, 18 saves, a 2.79 ERA. Cishek is actually the closer here. Diaz, this is one of his early years when he really started becoming into his own. But sound the trumpets as Edwin Diaz will get on the mound. And he will pitch here the top of the 9th inning. And I still think that is what killed the Mets season. Edwin Diaz going down on a stupid celebration in the horrible World Baseball Classic. They should play that tournament at the end of the season, not before it. Top of the 9th inning, tied at 4. Chance here for the Astros. Diaz, 6-5, range play. Springer, 4-2, fly ball, left field hit to Seth Smith. His range is a 3. That is a 6. And that's going to be a base hit for Springer. So Springer hits that where no one can get it. And that is a leadoff single for Springer. He'll hold it first. And now the batter is Gonzalez, infield at double play depth. Gonzalez, 2 for 4, a double and a homer. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Actually, Gonzalez gets the bunt sign. Got a very good bunt rating. He can also hit righties pretty well here. I think a bunt in this situation makes sense. Bunt is on. Diaz will go ahead and pitch. Diaz, 2-4. Strikeout plus. Now, Gonzalez is 12 plus 1 is a 13. When a bunt chance comes up, you divide that by 2, which becomes a 6.5. You round that down to a 6. That is a 3. He still struck him out. Diaz goes ahead. And actually, because that's actually higher than that, really, because a 10 plus 1 is 11. That was a strikeout plus. So so he still strikes out. Gonzalez struck him out on a bunt attempt. 1 down. So he still strikes him out on a bunt. Here's Altuve. Altuve is 2 for 4. He's got 2 singles. Strategy. That is a 14. This time, Altuve will swing. Diaz will go ahead and pitch. Diaz, 2-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Altuve, 1-1. That normally would be a ground ball to second base. However, that is an 8 against the righty. Special K, 1-9. Diaz strikes him out instead. 2 down. Another strikeout by Edwin Diaz, who has special Ks 1-9, and that normally would be any out reading off the batter or ballpark card. If it falls into a special K category, that is an out, including the star lines. So now 2 down, and now the batter is Correa. The caveat with that is that could have been a double play. That's the thing about that. The caveat that did take away a possible double play that could have gotten him out of the inning. So sometimes that doesn't always work to the effect, and now Correa has a chance to maybe do it. 0 for 3, though, with a walk. Strategy roll. That's a 17, nothing happening. Diaz with the pitch. Diaz, 6-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Correa, 2-3. And again, that's a star 1, but that is a 7. That goes into Special K. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the side is retired. No runs and a hit, but Edwin Diaz strikes out the side. And we will go to the bottom of the 9th inning as Salvador America joins us here at Safeco Field. Bottom of the 9th, Leonis Martin is the leadoff batter. They got left switch left. Harris is tired. We'll see a new pitcher for the Astros as they will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Pat Neshek. 2 wins, 2 losses, no saves, a 3.06 ERA. Neshek is the 3rd Astros pitcher. Oh, sorry, 4th. 5th Astros pitcher. Tied at 4, bottom of the 9th. Fans here at Safeco Field would love to see a win here. Neshek, 3-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Again, 1-1. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-2. The 15 is too high. Martin, 6-5. That ball is hit. That's a power hit to right. That's a 15. And against the righty, Martin is going to lead off with a triple. A smack into right field, and Martin will wind up safe at 3rd, and the winning run is 90 feet away. And now the batter is Marte. Infield in, of course. Martin on at 3rd base. Marte is 1 for 4. He has a single. Infield is in, nobody out. Tied at 4. Marte has a good sacrifice fly rating, so if he hits one to the outfield, it could probably do it. Neshek will set it up. Strategy roll first. Nothing on the 18, although Marte does get the squeeze bunt play, but he looks over at the manager and said, "Are you kidding me? I'm hitting this ball." Neshek with the pitch. Neshek, 5-1. Range play. This could decide it. Marte, 5-6. At the ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Correa. His range is a 3, but with the infield in, his range is a 1. And that is a 5. It'll be a base hit past short. Marte goes to 1st. Leonis Martin will score. Walk-off base hit. That's your game. The Mariners will win the game in the bottom of the 9th, 5-4. Stadium cheers. Yay, yay. And they'll go ahead and mob Marte at first base for the walk-off single as he goes ahead and hits it past short. There was nothing really that Correa could do with the infield in. His range is a 1, but that wouldn't have made a difference anyway, as the Mariners will take a 5-4 win over the Astros tonight here at Safeco Field. Game of the Year candidate. Yes, I will mark it as such. Although I kind of think we already know what the game of the year will probably be, but we still have the postseason to see what comes up. But the Mariners will get a win, 5-4, and I'm pretty sure, and Steeler fan is not in the chat, but I'm pretty sure when he sees this game, he will say, "Red." A victory for the Mariners here at Safeco Field. Final line score coming up. Oh, by the way, 1 run on 2 hits. For the Mariners, 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. For the Astros, 4 runs on 11 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is going to be Edwin Diaz. He actually had no wins in 2016, but he will get the win in this one, and it will be Pat Neshek taking the loss. So a big victory for the Mariners. They will move to 48-42. The Astros drop to 47-43. And at least at this moment, the Mariners are in second place. But of course, we got a long way to go. And speaking of a long way to go, let's find out how much further we have to go as the 10-minute ticker is coming right up. No trash can, so it must be a Game of the Year candidate. Everybody always knocking the Astros. Poor Astros. Doesn't anybody have any feelings, about the Astros in 2017? Come on, really? Doesn't anybody feel bad for the Astros? Probably not. Even though there was that issue with the trash cans and buzzers, they still won the World Series. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. So the Mariners will get a victory over the Astros here to start the second half of the 2016 campaign. Let's see what the rest of the majors does. July 15th, White Sox at the Angels. White Sox 763, that is 7. Angels 721, and that is 2. A win for the Pale Hose. Royals and the Tigers. Tigers got work to do. Kansas City 454, and that is 5. Tigers 622, and that is 2. That's a loss for the Tigers. Tigers are right now, Detroit, with that loss, they now drop to 45-45. You cannot have a 500 or below record, even if you are in second place. You must have a winning record. You do not have, even if you finish in second place in the division, if you do not have a winning record, you are not in. Cleveland and Minnesota. Indians 10-45, and that is 5. Twins 8-36, and that is 4. And the Indians continue to widen their lead in the AL Central. Boston and the Yankees. Red Sox 15-25, and that is 4. Yanks 8-31, and that is 3. That's a win for the Red Sox. They beat the Yankees. I know Salvador America will be very disappointed that the Yankees lost to the Red Sox. Toronto at Oakland. Toronto 16-14, and that is 2. Athletics 8-22, and that is also 2. They will tie. Toronto rolls a 5, -1 is 4. Oakland rolls a 6, +0. Oakland will beat the Blue Jays in extras. Baltimore at Tampa Bay. Baltimore 9-36, and that is 4. Rays 10-63, and that is 8. That's a win for the Rays. Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Don't go looking the number 1 side tonight, announcer boy. Dodgers 17-33, and that is 5. Arizona 14-13, and that is 2. That's a win for the Dodgers. Rockies and the Braves. Rockies 11-63, and that is 8. Atlanta 16-41, and that is 6. A win for the Rockies. Rockies aren't done yet. Rangers and the Cubs. Big interleague series between these two. Texas leads the AL West. The Cubs lead the NL Central. Rangers 4-43, and that is 3. Cubs 13-11, and that is 0. And the Rangers will beat the Cubs. Brewers and the Reds. Brewers 6-45, and that is 4. Reds 12-44, and that is 5. And that game belongs to the Reds. Mets and the Phillies. Mets 8-16, and that is 2. Phillies 3-41, and that is 3. And the Mets can't beat the helpless Phillies. Giants and the Padres. Giants 11-53, and that is 6. Padres 3-51, and that is 4. That's a win for the G-Men. Marlins and the Cardinals. Marlins 10-21, That's 2. Cardinals 13-41, and that is 5. It's a win for the Redbirds. Pirates and the Nationals. Pirates 651, and that is 5. Nationals 15-36, and that is also 5. Extra innings. Pirates roll a 1 plus 0. Nationals roll a 2. -1 is 1, which means that's a tie, which means the Nationals will win it by due of home field. On to July 16th, White Sox and the Angels. White Sox 6-13, and that's 1. Angels 16-66, that's 12. And the Angels blitz the Pale Hose. Kansas City at Detroit. Royals 12-15, that is 2. Tigers 5-12, and that is 0. And the Royals will beat the Tigers, and at this moment, the Tigers are under 500. Cleveland at Minnesota. Indians 19-36, and that's 6. Twins 10-62, and that is 7. The Twins will beat the Tribe. Boston and the Yankees. Red Sox 13-35, and that is 5. Yankees 9-23, and that is 3. And that will be another win for the Bo Sox, to Salvador America's dismay. Toronto and Oakland. Toronto 15-21, and that is 3. Oakland 10-62, that is 7. A win for the Athletics. Astros and the Mariners. Astros 8-44, and that is 4. Mariners 6-62, and that is 6. And the Mariners will take 2 games from the Astros tonight. Baltimore at Tampa Bay. Orioles 8-46, and that is 5. Tampa Bay 5-46, and that is 4. And the O's win the game. Dodgers and the D-backs. Dodgers 13-13, that is 2. Diamondbacks 11-26, that is 3. That's a win for the Diamondbacks. Rockies and the Bravos. Rockies 14-55, and that is 7. Atlanta 12-51, and that is 6. And that's a win for the Rockies. Rangers and the Cubs. Rangers 10-36, and that is 4. Cubs 9-52, and that's 5. The Cubs will win that one. Brewers and the Reds. Brewers 17-41, and that is 6. Reds 11-25, and that is 3. And it's a win for the Brew Crew. Mets and the Phillies. Mets 8-44, and that is 4. Phillies 13-13, that is 2. And my Mets will get a happy recap there. Giants and the Padres. Giants 14-52, and that is 7. Padres 5-51, and that's 4. That's a win for the G-Men. Marlins and the Cardinals. Marlins 9-53, and that is 6. Cardinals 11-24, and that is 3. And the Marlins will get the win. Pirates and the Nationals. Pirates 4-13, that is 0. Nationals 10-65, that is 9. Another win for the Nats. July 17th, White Sox and the Angels. White Sox 9-56, and that is 6. Angels 25-12, and that's only 3. That's going to be a win for the Pale Hose. Kansas City at Detroit. Do the Tigers get swept tonight? Kansas City 4-26, and that is 2. Tigers 9-63, and that is 7. And the Tigers will be back to 500. Cleveland and Minnesota. Indians 15-65, and that is 10. Twins 11-52, and that is 6. That's another win for the Tribe. Boston and the Yankees. Do the Red Sox sweep the Yanks tonight? Red Sox 10-46, and that is 5. Yankees 7-36, and that is 4. Yes, the Red Sox sweep The Yankees tonight, I know Salvador America will be saying rigged. Toronto at Oakland. Toronto 5-12, and that is 0. Athletics 4-56, and that is 5. That's a win for the A's. Did Oakland sweep them tonight? Yes, they did. Oakland swept the Blue Jays tonight. Astros and the Mariners. Do the Mariners sweep the Astros? Astros 0-16. That is 1. Mariners 10-11. And that is 0. You gotta be kidding me. A 0-16 is 1. And a 10 but 11 is a 0. Wow. The Astros pull that one out of their ass. Baltimore, Tampa Bay. Should have been a sweep. Orioles 7-23, and that is 2. Rays 7-42, that is 4. It's another win for the Rays. They take the series. Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Dodgers 14-65, that is 10. Diamondbacks 7-46, and that is 5. That's a win for the Dodgers. Rockies and the Braves. Rockies 10-34, and that is 4. Atlanta 12-66, that's 11, and Atlanta will beat the Rockies. Rangers and the Cubs rubber game. Rangers 7-52, and that is 5. Cubs 9-54, and that is 6. And the Cubs will take that series. Brewers and the Reds. Brewers 7-45, and that is 4. The Reds 7-11, that is 0. And that is a win for the Brew Crew. Brew Crew are above 500, very much still in the playoff hunt. Mets and the Phillies. Can the Mets take the series? Mets 14-62, and that is 8. And they will, because the Phillies have a 115, and that is 1. And will have 2 out of 3 happy recaps. Giants and the Padres. Giants 14-64, and that's 9. Padres 2-53, and that is 4. A win for the Dodgers. Marlins and the Cardinals. It'll be nice if the Cardinals can beat the Marlins, because that's who the Mets are chasing. Marlins 11-21, and that's 2. Cardinals 9-24. And that's 3, and the Mets will gain a game on the Marlins as the Cardinals win the game. Pirates and the Nationals, because I don't think anyone's going to catch the Nats. Pirates 4-45, and that is 4. Nationals 10-33, and that is also 4. They will tie. Pirates roll a 2 plus 0. Nationals roll a 6 minus 1 is 5. And the Nationals will get that win. That is your 10-minute picker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be July 18th. We will be at the house that Jeter built, Yankee Stadium, as the Baltimore Orioles will take on the New York Yankees. Kevin Gausman will go for the Orioles, and Ivan Nova will go for the Yankees. Yankees just got swept by Boston. And at the moment, the Yankees are under 500. But I will still play this game because it is a big one anyway. Baltimore and the Yankees. Gausman and Nova. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Doug Hunt, Chuck Rawlings, Salvador America, David Vega, and let's see here, and Clee Baseball Fan, Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike, Michael Silva, V-Dub Productions, Cammy Poo, and let's see here, and Frank Rosenk and Brian B. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, and hopefully I'll feel even better tomorrow night. The Mariners pulling off in the bottom of the 9th inning. They beat the Astros 5-4 on a walk-off single by Ketel Marte. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.